Severe weather to the war in Ukraine and President Biden's trip to Brussels for an emergency NATO meeting with the balance of power in Europe really hanging in the balance. Biden is expected to announce even more sanctions against Russia. Now, he will first meet with NATO and G7 allies in Brussels before traveling to Poland, the epicenter of the refugee crisis. Allison Harris was in the White House briefing room Tuesday as the administration discussed the president's trip. She has more details right now. Allison.
Good morning, Adrienne. The president departs around 9 Eastern here this morning in about 2 hours now. And this trip is really about further fortifying U.S. allies in Eastern Europe that are vulnerable, that are on the front lines of this Russian invasion, and also ensuring that Ukraine has the tools that it needs to defend itself.
President Biden boarding a plane to Europe this morning, traveling to Belgium for an emergency summit at NATO Thursday on the 1-month mark of the Russian invasion, before meeting with G7 leaders and attending a European Council summit.
Good afternoon, everybody.
White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan previewing new sanctions President Biden will announce while overseas, cracking down on Russia.
He will join our partners in imposing further sanctions on Russia and tightening the existing sanctions to crack down on evasion and to ensure robust enforcement.
President Biden showing up in Europe as Western resolve is at its strongest since World War II. Russia dramatically underperforming in Ukraine, failing to accomplish its takeover. Senior defense officials describing Russian forces as struggling on many fronts as the Russian economy feels the unprecedented impact of severe sanctions leveled by nations of the free world.
There will be hard days ahead in Ukraine. This war will not end easily or rapidly. The West has been united. The president is traveling to Europe to ensure we stay united.
But questions remain as to how the U.S. and allies would respond to a change in nuclear posture from President Putin, whether Europe will wean off its dependence on Russian energy following the U.S. banning Russian oil and gas imports, and how European leaders will make clear to Chinese President Xi Jinping, as President Biden has, that Beijing will face consequences if it helps the Kremlin.
We believe we're very much on the same page with our European partners, and we will be speaking with one voice on this issue.
The president then travels to Poland Friday, addressing the staggering and growing number of refugees. Millions of innocent people, women and children, crossing the border, fleeing for safety. The president meeting with the Polish president Saturday.
And White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki was set to travel with the president on this trip, but she tested positive for COVID yesterday, actually right before that White House press briefing. The White House says she is not a COVID close contact for the president. Adrienne?
All right, Allison, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.